Welcome back to a Beekeeper's Diary podcast. Last check-in before Christmas. It's Sunday, last week before Christmas. Just come to check the bees, see that they've got enough food to get them through the week, possibly 2 weeks, and see if they're not, check they're securely strapped down because it's quite windy today and I think there's quite a lot of wind on the way. So hive 1, still hefting nice and heavily. That means the hive feels heavy, plenty of stores in there. And in that hive, when I lift the lid, well, not lift the lid, I can lift the foam without breaking any of the seals on the hive and see through the see-through top of the hive. No condensation, which is good. No drips are going to fall on the bees and make them cold and damp and miserable and probably kill them. So that's good. And the bees are clustered at the top. I can see that quite nicely, so that's quite good. So they're all okay. And hive 2, still hefting heavily. Can't really see any bees. They're all hiding down on the gaps between the frames, but I can see a few in there. And I've checked the entrances on both hives, cleared them out, make sure there's no dead bees in the way. Put everything back together, so they're all good. No complaints here. Beekeeping wise, I've been trying to get better at making creamed honey still. So I've got my oilseed rape buckets of honey from earlier in the year that have gone completely solid. So I'm just learning what temperature to warm that back up to make the crystals in the honey dissipate without going too high to ruin the honey. It's like a fine balance. You don't want to ruin the flavours and all the goodness in the honey, but I need to break those crystals down to make them a bit smaller. And then I add in my seed stock. You add in honey with the size of sugar crystals that you want to spread into your bucket of honey, and you need to warm that up very, very gently as well, so you can actually mix it in. So I was up till 11 o'clock last night, sorting that out, getting the honey up to the right temperature, then cooling it down, mixing in the honey. And now I have to go through a few days of gently mixing the honey every few hours until it nicely sets and has got a nice smooth consistency and hasn't gone back to being crunchy and that granular mouthfeel that isn't much fun. So I'm doing that at the moment. I found one spot in the house right inside the front door that is the right temperature range between 14 and 10 degrees in my little hallway. So I've been leaving the bucket of honey there to annoy my wife, and I have to keep dragging it into the kitchen and use this honey creaming tool to sort of plunge. It's a good word, isn't it? Plunge. To plunge the honey, but without putting air into it. And then once I'm happy with how that's set, I really very gently warm that, probably only to about 25 degrees, just enough to make it run through my jarring bucket to get it into the jars. And then we'll be good to go. Been trying to design some new labels for the creamed honey. So I did a little test run of that. And then I remembered you're not allowed to call it creamed honey because it hasn't got any cream in it. So I've got to, I might accidentally give away some of that honey with the wrong label on it, or not to the satisfaction of trading standards, and then I shall get my next batch with a soft set written on there rather than creamed. I'll just use that for friends and family, I think. I would try, so I don't get myself in trouble. Other than that, not much going on. Hello to everyone that's listening around the world, if you're still listening, and wishing you all Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If not, have a nice break, and if you're working, thank you. Catch you later.